Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back again in the World of Tanks garage, and look at this cute little beast right here. I had spent all weekend grinding that Laurel 40T to get out of that thing so that we could showcase this on Monday morning bright and early. And we not only are showcasing it, but we are showcasing it completely upgraded, because we had to get another 45,000 experience even after we ground out the tier 9. But this is a deadly little tank. We have a 5-round clip autoloader. We can cause about 390 alpha on it, and oh my god, this thing is stealthy. It is mean. Everything that we have done with our crew perks to make our situational awareness, our recon, everything so we can see far, our repair kits, our camo, this thing is just what we wanted. So much so that I actually went in and saw the emblems and saw the little Grim Reaper on the side of the tank. Look at that. I saw that little emblem and I said, Grim Reaper? Reaper of Death? Oh, I've got to have this on the tank. So we went ahead and we slapped it on there because we are that. We are going to just cause havoc on the battlefield today. I'm so excited to get this tank. I've been trying so hard for so long and grinding so long to get this tank. And finally, it is here. So with that being said, let's take this little tank out and see what kind of havoc we can cause. Let's find a match, shall we? All right, gang, let's see what we've got going. Ooh, 2 Jagdpanzer E100s, 3 WT offs, and E4. Oof. Oof. We got our work cut out for us here. So, normally I always ping the hill for this map, because if you control the hill, you pretty much control the game. And I ping the map and I go over and I start to like notice that every one of our tank destroyers are going there. So I ping the map again to say, hey, let's go up there and look at all of our tank destroyers except one going to the left. So someone said that they were going over there and I said negative. So I tried to say negative again and it wouldn't register. So I said over here, negative. Because if we don't control this hill, we're screwed. We are absolutely screwed. So I'm trying to get these guys to pull off there and go up there. But, you know, it's typical Xbox gameplay. Like, nobody wants to do anything that anybody suggests. I've only got 15,000 battles under my belt and have played this map just a few times. And it seems like every time we lose the hill, we get lost. So, okay, so we've got one 704 that somebody spotted over here. Okay, so he's taking some rounds. Okay, so we're going to keep tabs on how well these tank destroyers do on this left-hand side. Just FYI, we want to see how everybody on this list, so we've got 4 tank destroyers and 2 heavy over there on that left-hand side, plus this little medium. So I spot this leopard, and I'm going to see if I can try to get a shot, and he's just not quite giving me enough, and then he disappears. So I shoot, and then I'm detected. So I had to back up really quick, and he whips around right over the top of my head. So something I feel is detecting me. I'm not quite sure if it's that leopard that's seeing me, because I felt like he probably would have seen me whether I shot or not. So I think there's something else out there seeing me. So I decided to kind of stay behind this ridge line right here to kind of keep me sheltered from anything that might be to my right. And then all of a sudden I see this 57 heavy. So I was going to back up and get a shot, and then all of a sudden he's dead. So I didn't have no shot on him. So, but I'm detected again. So there's something detecting me off to the right. So I'm not feeling very confident in this position I'm in right now. Normally I like to try to just cover the hill right here. See, I'm still being detected, and now I think it's by the leopard. So I'm going to stay here and just wait a second and see if I might be able to get a shot. But then I see that we're getting there they are. They're like taking the hill on us from us right now. So I decided to just kind of stay on this leopard for a second and see if I might be able to get a shot or two into him. I'm zooming, and he's just behind the rock. Then the AMX shows his face. So I go ahead and I drill him pretty hard. So then I'm kind of waiting, and I'm waiting, and I still don't see this leopard. But I know that they're taking the hill. There's only 3 guys that went up onto the hill, and we've got 1 tank destroyer at the bottom that's kind of watching them. So I see the leopard again, and I'm like, okay, let's see if I can get a shot. I zoom in, and that made that leopard sting in his buttocks. So at this point, I'm deciding I don't like this position I'm in. I got enough stealth in this tank and speed that I can probably get away from this position. I as you can see, we've already lost the one medium and one tank destroyer on the left-hand side that we were telling not to go over there and to get into this kind of tussle. So I peeked the hill right here, and I'm detected. So at this point, I'm like, you know, I got to get out of here. There, you can see up on the hill, I'm noticing the hill's falling, and pretty soon I'm going to be in a bad position right here. So at this point, I decided to get up on the hill, make a little bit of a run and push, and then run away here really quick. I'm going to go back over here and see if I can maybe cover these guys from distance on the hill. So I'm trying to see if I got some shots here. I see this E100 up there trying to stay alive, but he's not going to survive. That's all there is to it. They're overrunning that hill, and there is just nothing we can do for them. So at this point, I decide I'm going to fall back over here a little bit more. I still don't have no shots. I'm looking for any kind of shot. So you can see that they've taken the hill. They've got control of the hill. We have no artillery to help push them back or anything. So I go ahead and ping the map that I'm reloading. And I'm going to swing up here, and I'm going to dig in right behind this Jagdpanzer E100. And I'm going to use my view range, my stealth, and I'm just going to kind of set here and see if I can spot anything on the hill and get a couple shots. I still got 17 seconds on my reload. So I'm going to knock this tree down for a little bit more added cover. And then I decided, oh, I can see him. Hold on. Let me back up. So I see the M103, and they're really attacking this guy. So I'm like, if I can at least get one or two of these guys knocked off the board for this guy to help him out the best I can. So I get one into the 103, reloaded, one more into the 103. I see the WT off. I'm trying to hurry to help this guy. He goes away from me. I see him one more time. I blind fire one more to see if I can hit him, and nothing. So at this point, I got to reload again. I only got one more round. I want to be sure that when I'm ready to attack again, or they start pushing down that hill very aggressively, that I have at least my 5-round clip ready to go. I don't want to have one more shell and then have to run away, because I want to try to make a stand right here, because I'm trying to protect this Jagdpanzer E100. So we got it, like, we're one tank ahead at this particular point, so we're doing good. You can see one of our tank destroyers fell back almost to the flag here. He's back here kind of defending some stuff. So I'm just kind of watching over this Jagdpanzer because I don't want him to get rushed by anybody here. So at this point, I got to look up in the sky so I'm not pointing at anybody, and I tell him that I'm ready to fire. So I'm going to creep up here just a little bit to see if I can see anybody, because they're not quite in my view range, and the Jagdpanzer's not seeing anything. And I see him on the map, but I just don't have a shot. They just keep, like, barely going out of my view range. So I keep looking at the map, trying to decipher. Are they going to come down? What are they doing? They're not... I don't know if they've spotted this Jagdpanzer and they're kind of worried about not coming down the hill, because they were very aggressive with their push up on the hill. So I can see the tank destroyer that was falling back towards us has fallen back to go set over at the other side again. So they're over there watching that field. And they've already lost at least 2 tanks from over there that I know of. So we're waiting, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here patiently waiting, trying to see if anybody's going to come, because they made such an aggressive push. Then all of a sudden they just stopped. And I don't know if it's due to the fact of the Jagdpanzer. So we see 2 medium tanks on the far left-hand side. So I'm waiting, and I'm like, why are these guys not pushing? Like, they should have pushed by now. It's not making any sense. So I'm really kind of perplexed. And all of a sudden, I see what it is. There's a Jagdpanzer, and I'm trying to see if I got a shot on him, and I just don't quite got his low plate, and I'm going to bounce if I hit him there. So it's not worth trying to take that shot at that range, because I'm just not going to do it. But somebody did get a nice shot into him, so now I know he's really, really weak. So there went the light tank that I saw just pop up on the map. So we know 2 of the mediums over there. We know their heavy is up on the hill, plus a tank destroyer, and then they got other tank destroyers someplace else. Where at? I don't know. I know the 704, the last time I spotted him, was over on the other side of the map. Now at this particular point, you can see that if I hold my select key, if I hold it down, it actually brings up the larger view map while in game. So I did this really quick because I was trying to just keep tabs. Normally, I like to look at the bigger map to get the broader view of it and see what tanks are left. So I see the IS-3 still up there. But at this point, I wanted to ping that map a little bit so I could see the other one. So I see the Jagdpanzer trying to make a little bit of a push. So I'm gonna protect him. I'm hoping this little light tank comes with us. But this Jagdpanzer's making a push, so I want to go up here with him because he's getting in the same spot that I am. We're getting impatient. We got to get control of this situation. So I'm going to go up on the hill, see if I can get some eyes on stuff for him and try to help support him and then keep anything off of his ass if they try to get around it. So I see the light tanks coming with this. So I got plenty of protection up here from that Jagdpanzer if I see him with these dead tanks. So I can just dip behind one of these and hide because I am such a small target and low profile. So I know the IS-3 is probably off to my left in this little dip, but I don't want him to let him see me. So I'm just kind of like trying to see if I can get close enough to maybe ping him and see him by proximity, but I don't. I still don't see the Jagdpanzer. I'm really kind of going, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden, boom, he pulls on, I snap to him, take him out. Bam. Gotta love the bat chat for that. So we took care of the Jagdpanzer, so we know he's gone. Now if you notice, people down there in the valley, they're starting to fall. So it's me and this Jagdpanzer up here, and that's about it. So we're on cleanup duty right now. So we spot the IS-3. I finally see him. The Jagdpanzer, he drops down low because he knows where that IS-3 was. So he puts a nice little round into him. Not enough to kill him, but I've got enough right here that I should be able to finish him off. I go ahead and I lock him in place, look at his upper plate, and then take him out. That way I knew I could get a nice kill shot and he wasn't going to like pivot or move and then go ahead. So I go ahead and ping the map that I'm reloading. The Jagdpanzer says, okay, so I'm thinking, all right, I'm happy with this Jagdpanzer player. He seems to be a competent player. The light tank seems to be taking care of himself and spotting for us and stuff. So I'm going to use my low profile again to go ahead and start sneaking down this hill a little bit. I want to make sure that I don't get hit by any of these tank destroyers because I don't know where they're at. And we still got some deadly players out there with another bat chat and WT off and whatnot. So I'm trying to just kind of like use my view range here with the binoculars, see if I see anything. I still don't see anything down by this thing. So I decided I'm going to push now that I'm reloaded. Now I'm ready to defend myself in case something comes after me. Now, look, the heavy tank's screaming SOS because all of his tanks are dead. And then all of a sudden the bat chat shows up. Oh, and the WT off. Perfect. So I see the WT off's got like beautiful side shots on him. So I'm just going to like start hammering him hard. I don't care that my sixth sense is going off. I got a full tank. If I have to take a shot from him, that's fine. Maybe even two. So now at this point, we're sitting here, the bat chat's over here, and I don't know if he's running or what he's doing, but I don't see him. So at this point, again, I've got 2 rounds in the chamber here. So that's all I got left. So I'm just trying to decipher, should I try to shoot him? Nope, he's running away. So at this point, I decide he's leaving. So I'm going to go ahead and reload again, just due to the fact that if I get in an engagement with this other bat chat, I want to have a full clip. I don't want to be caught with my pants down around my ankles because he's got 2 rounds. Or I got 2 rounds and he's got a full clip. So I decided to push up here and use my view range and my camo again. I slide up here into the bushes and I kind of take a quick peek around. Let my cargo net. I hear somebody taking a shot behind me. So the Jagdpanzer's doing well. Well, imagine that. Pretty much everybody is dead over on that whole valley side, and we're on cleanup duty. So I spot the 704. I'm looking. I'm still waiting to be reloaded. He's still hiding behind this rock. The bat chat's no place to be found, so I'm thinking he bugged out on me. So I see that there's one tank over here to the left. So I'm going to get some more view range. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to spot this guy, and I'm going to see this motherland. So I'm going to zoom in on him. And I'm going to pop him and take him out. Okay, so now we're getting control of this. Now, I want you to take note. They had control of the hill. They lost the valley. And me and a Jagdpanzer is driving around. A Jagdpanzer E100 is driving around the whole map. And we are the ones that are on cleanup duty. So at this point, we decide I'm going to cross over. I see the one medium over here, so I know that that's where he's at. Then I see the tank destroyer is here. So all we got is these 2 left. So the bat chat bugged all the way out, ran all the way over here to his tank destroyer friend because he was worried because we were coming. So now I'm going to close the distance and gap on these guys. I see the Jagdpanzer, or the WT-100. Put a shot. It just flies high over the top. I try to see if I can get the back of his turret right here. I blind fire. He didn't back into it. It looked like he was backing up and he didn't. So I look, I put one more and it just goes short. Just fell short. So at this point, I'm reloading. I'm letting this guy know that I'm going to reload. The light tank's going out there. He's going to spot. I'm going to keep an eye on this bat chat, but I don't want to get in. I don't want to push into their view range just yet because I'm not quite reloaded. I know that that WT off is right over here. And I'm looking to see if he's pulling out because I don't want him to jump out and empty a clip into me. So he's taking shots from the light tank from behind. So now he's distracted. So with that distraction, I'm going to use the building for cover. The bat chat's closing in on my poor light tank friend. I'm almost reloaded, so I can't quite help him yet. The 49 runs by the bat chat. I was going to go around that way, and then I see they're pulling around. I want to keep the building between me and the WT off. I come around the corner. I see the bat chat. I go to shoot him, and he's dead. I see the off. He's backing up to get a shot on me. Good night. Well played, team. Well played. So everybody that went down here to the left-hand side to stand here and defend this place all died. Every last bit of them. Okay, so we did only 3,666, which is not stellar for a bat chat, but we were pretty much on cleanup duty. We were doing our supportive role and trying to help this Jagdpanzer so that we could pull out the W. I wasn't really concerned about damage, but we still got 6 kills. So with 6 kills, you should have a lot more damage than that in a bat chat. But the other thing that you do face, like I said earlier, is that you don't have a lot of rounds in a bat chat. It's not like the Laurel 40. So you can still see that we're like second on the team in damage. And we've got WT off that only did 1,100, and E4 didn't do nothing. A 215 that didn't do nothing. 62 at A only did 12. Our Patton 46 only did 234. Our Type 4 was only 922. But we fired 18 rounds. We hit 14, and we only penetrated 12. So that kind of tells you the power of the bat chat. As we go down here, you can see we hit the 103 for 416. We hit him for 321. The Motherland for 251. The 1390 for 463. Let's see. The WT off was the one that we did a lot of damage to with the 1,122 with the 3 rounds. We had one big shot for 28 into this guy to finish him off. The bat chat we just detected, and we had 364 on that last WT off. We hit the Leopard for 392 and 309 for the other off. So you can see that we engaged multiple targets on this map. But I just wanted to kind of spotlight that map and what ends up happening. You could see that we lost the hill because we didn't have the firepower up there. And thank God that Jagdpanzer was being detected and spotted, and they didn't feel like that they wanted to push down there. So thank God that he was there to keep them guys just flooding down there to try to take out that Type 4. Because they probably could have. And that's why I went back over and got into the role, the sniper position that I did. Because, you know, a bat chat's a silent assassin, man. That thing just sets back in cover, low profile, great gun, can just like rain down hell on people from distance. You just want to isolate targets when you're in a bat chat. And that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to slowly just take those guys out. We can't get into a slugfest with them. We slowly worked our way up that hill with the Jagdpanzer and slowly took out the Jagdpanzer, took out the IS-3, came down the hill, took out the WT off, come down the hill, took out the 704, took out the Motherland, and then finished off the bat chat and the WT off. So you can see how we slowly just came down and methodically worked together to take them out. And I wish I saw more of that on Xbox One. I see a lot of it on PC, but I don't see so much of it here on Xbox One. I see a lot of people just run out with their hair on fire on Xbox, and they get their asses handed to them. So, like I said in the past before in other videos, if you can just stay alive, the longer you can stay alive, the better off you are. So with that being said, guys, I hope this video paid off for you. If it did, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming, come hang out, be part of the audience. Until next time, guys, we'll see your faces on the battlefield. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.